What up guys, it's Grant's Comics here, and today I want to show you a comic that a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, he's generous, he's awesome. I met him through college. I'll explain the story right after I show you the comic, but he was just so generous to give me two comics. One is one I didn't have until he showed me the comic, and it's good. Yes, I'll do a review on this comic maybe tomorrow or something, or whenever my next video's up. And another comic is Silver Stable and the Wild Pack #1, which I did show you guys like on my antique comic haul like a week ago, maybe, I forget. But if you guys want to see the Silver Stable um, review, I'll put the link down below, and as well as the antique shop haul, I'll also put the link down below for you guys to check that out if you guys haven't seen it. But anyways, this comic is so awesome, and he was so generous to give me this comic. I was just like shocked and happy at the same time. So a lot of you guys know, who's been subscribed to me for a while, regardless if it's Grant's Comics or my main music channel, that you guys know that I am a big Spider-Man fan, as you guys can see right there, the costume, and over there by that picture right there, and right there, you guys know I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I'm a Marvel fan too. So Tony, if you're watching this, you know, if you have any other just main Marvel comics, it doesn't have to be Spider-Man, then it's cool, you know. But anyways, this is a comic from 1972, so this is 48 years old, and here it is right there, boom. Marvel Team Up #2 featuring Spider-Man the Human Torch, right there. And let's see, there's like a little spine tick right there, which is all good. It's good though. I don't know if you can see it right there, but there's a little spine tick right there. And I'm gonna open it up for you guys so you can see. I mean, I'm not complaining too much because it is 48 years old, and back then the comics were as good as they are now. Oh my god, my fan is gonna break this. But right here is like a dog ear, right around here. There, you can see that little tab right there. And then over here it's like all like the color faded and stuff like that. And then there's like where the spine is, there's a little like bump and stuff like that. I don't know what else you can see over there, but other than that, it's mainly the back that's mainly mainly like that. But other than that, it's like it's a clean cover. It's really clean. The inside is very clean. Like there's no scratches, no rips. It's not ripped and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read this tomorrow, and I'm gonna also review it. So, oh yeah, and then there's also like a bump right. I'm trying to be careful, like really careful. Right over there, right here, here's like a little corner right there. Little corner right there. So other than that, you know, if it's sealed, then it's not too bad. You know, if it's sealed and stuff like that, it's not too bad, and it's not like, it's just not too bad. It feels like it's brand new when it's in the cover, what's in the board, but taking it out, you can see right there where it's like very tearing up over there. Again, this is from 1972, so this is very old. It's 48 years old. See, I hate when I put it really slowly, because I don't want to ruin this comic. There you go. See, when it's like this, it looks brand new. You can't see the creaks. I mean, you can kind of see. I don't know how well you can see that little crack, but there's a crack right there. Um, what else do I see? You guys might not let me, but I think mainly you guys can only see this stencil right here. I think that's the only thing you guys can see very well. Is the it's the corners. But other than that, it looks very awesome. There's a little crack right here too. But like I said, from a distance, this looks brand new. But until you open it, then it's like all messed up. See, there's a little corner right here. There's little stuff right there. But it used to be 20 cents back then. That's awesome. That's what I like about these old, like, Marvel comics, or just old comics in general. I like to look at not only reading it, but, like, just look back then how the artwork and the style of how it was back then versus now. It's so crazy. Like, you look at the comics from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, all the way to modern day. It's unreal to me. It's very cool. And a lot of people are like, oh, you collect and you hoard comics so much. As a kid, I used to be a history buff, and I still kind of am in comics, so I like history like this. So this is awesome. This is not a key comic though, sadly, but there is a key Marvel team ups called Marvel Team Up 181 or 141. I think it's 141. It's the first appearance of the symbiote suit, the black suit, and that is still cheap. If I ever run into that, then I'm gonna get it. And then there is Marvel Team Up 141 is the first appearance of the black suit. Marvel Secret Wars number 8 is the origin of the black suit. But I think Secret Wars number 8 is more expensive than Marvel Team Up 141. I think. If you guys are comic book junkies or something like that, or you guys work at a comic store, if you guys know about comics, tell me which one is more expensive. First appearance of the black symbiote suit in 141, or Secret Wars number 8, which is the origin of the black suit. So, which one is more expensive? But, so, before I go, I want to let you guys know how I met Tony. So, again, if you guys are been a fan of me through my music, you guys know I do music and stuff like that. I do hip hop. So I met him through college, and I wanted him to do music with me, do rap and stuff like that. And I talked about music. I was like, yo, I'm a rapper, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm a DJ, we could do something, we could do music together, blah blah. By the way, Tony, I'm still waiting for that collaboration with you. One day though, one day. And then the more I got to know him, the more I liked him as a person. I liked his personality, and to this day, I don't think, even though I would love to do a music collaboration with him, I don't really see him as a music artist anymore than I was back then. Like, so I'm actually glad, like I said to him before, God put us in a good place. He knew that I liked comics, and someday Tony would be like, hey, you want some comics? And one day God knew that he would give me something as awesome as this. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, I basically met Tony in college. When I was going to college, believe I was doing, I don't know if I was doing a record. I don't know what I was doing. I know I was going to school for digital media or digital art, but I don't know if I was working on an album back then. I forget. But anyways, so I'm just blessed to have Tony as a friend, and he sells video games, comics. He basically goes to garage sales and antique stores and just places where you can buy antiques and stuff. And he buys like comics and video games, old school video games if he can, old school comics if he can. Like a lot of things that I saw that he wants to sell is old school stuff. Like I never did see him try to sell a modern comic. So I'm promoting him right now because he does this nationwide, only in the U.S. So a lot of my grandholics in the U.S. who watch this, you guys can hit him up on Facebook. I'll also give you a link to his Facebook if you guys want any comics or any old school video games, systems, games that you guys will have, that you guys want, or if you guys are game collectors and you guys want to collect games, I'll let you guys hit him up. And he ships only in the US, nowhere else, just the US for now that I know of. But yeah, and his brother is also a friend of mine named Paul. He actually works at this place called Galactic Comics. I'll give you a link to his comic book shop website so you guys can check that out. I think, if I may be mistaken, I think he does worldwide shipping, maybe national shipping too. But just in case, if you guys only US only, if you guys like comics, you can hit up my friend Tony, or you can hit up his brother Paul. They both sell. One sells just comics and figures and stuff like that, which is Paul. Like I said, I'll give you a link to his website, and Tony, I'll give you a link to his Facebook, which he sells old school comics and games, like I said. So anyways, again, before I sign off, thank you, Tony. Thank you for giving me Marvel Team Up #2 featuring Spider-Man and the Human Torch. I will cherish this forever and ever. And yeah, other than that, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright.